So, hello. We're watching this little tour of our zoos. So we made these on a 24-hour Planet Zoo marathon. So all these were made. All this zoo was made in a 24-hour stretch all at once. I have obviously used some templates from the workshop, but most of what you see, I have made myself.
We finished at 11 a.m. this morning, so this is about 12 hours later. No, 11 hours later. 12 hours later? We've had a sleep, we've had some food.
Yep.
So it should be better.
Yep. So the idea of this zoo is to build a zoo that will be accessible and friendly for people with MS to help educate on some of the symptoms and some of the difficulties they face. Also to raise some money for the MS Therapy Centre in Harrow. So this one is called the Harrow Therapy Zoo. As a result, so we're in a lovely car park. This was borrowed from the Steam Workshop. I will link the original workshop posting in the description as well. So if anyone does want to go give this person some love, it's a lovely little car park. Just because I just don't have the patience for car parks in Planet Zoo. Okay, so moving in, we have on our right a little, just tucked out of the way, I haven't done much with it, just a little new arrivals building. We have a little garage. And to the left we have a wheelchair rental. It's custom built, was nice.
Most people have their own wheelchairs, like my grandma has her own wheelchair, but sometimes if your mobility is good, it's okay, but like not for long durations, you might want to rent a wheelchair, because I think we've done that in the past. It's nice to have in there.
Yeah. Okay, we have a nice little entrance building. You may just be able to see the steam from the train.
That guy's sunglasses, pretty cool.
That guy has cool sunglasses. That wasn't part of the tour plan, but they're here. We have a lovely train going out there. That station's on top. Here we have our main entrance. Quite nice at night. We have a few little staff-only zones through there. And this is our main entrance plaza. So we have a bit of information, a bit of food and drink, ATMs, all your standard fare. You notice quite a few butterfly themes around this zoo, because the national or international emblem symbol really of MS is a butterfly, because a brain scan of someone with MS does look like a butterfly.
You'll see it more in my zoo next,
and later on
in the next video.
Later on in this zoo as well.
Oh, okay. I've not seen your zoo fully, so this is good for me as well.
I'm going to give you a little glimpse of the train station, although we likely won't ride the train till the end. You may see some people walk through barriers, but at the minute I think it's quite quiet today. I did turn down the amount of people that were walking around the zoo so it didn't lag so much. That's why it may be a little bit quieter than you might expect. You have a little, it's a bit minimalist, but it's quite a nice little train station. You notice everything is disabled accessible, so there's ramps all the way down here, where these are quite manageable with a wheelchair. Okay, we're going to start off to the left. So this zoo does follow a rough sort of circular shape.
Oh, there's a lot of orange as well.
There's a lot of orange as well, which is a sort of international colour.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a specific reason, but it's everywhere I've looked, that's what came up.
This was a mistake. I don't know quite why there's 2 donation buckets here. There should not be 2 donation buckets there. You seem to have teleported. No idea.
Anyway.
Yes. So anyway, passing through. So first we're going to go through some exhibits that sort of symbolise some of the early warning signs and symptoms of MS. So this first one, MS can of course lead to sleeping difficulties and drowsiness. It can also lead to the opposite of insomnia. So any difficulty with sleep can be caused by MS because it basically messes with all the neurons. MS or multiple sclerosis, in case you don't know, is a sort of is a neurological disease. Basically means your body starts attacking your own nerves. It happens. Is it one every 100 people?
I'm not sure. I know it's more common in women.
It is more common in women. There are information about
there's
Reddit later, but I can't remember
yeah.
off the top of my head. Yeah, here we have the koalas, and I threw some kangaroos in for good measure. It does appear that this glass is a bit cracked, but oh well.
Adds to the ambience or
whatever. Adds to the ambience. Let's see if we can't sneaking up close peek at some kangaroos and ideally some koalas. That's the main focus of this video.
I think they might be hiding.
I do think they look like absolute players, the kangaroos, when they're laying down, slouched like that. The koalas, though, they tend to be quite good at hiding away. have a look at the trees. They should be 4 of them. Oh, there's one. There's a little koala.
Aww.
Oh, he's running. He's a bit camera shy.
Leave me alone. This is my
After
house.
him.
To be fair, you wouldn't just walk into someone else's house, would you?
Oh, is he going to play with the wind chimes? I think he's going to play with the wind chimes. I realised I didn't have the sound on.
He's just posing for you now.
He is just posing. I thought you were going to play with the wind chimes, little man.
Oh!
Oh, you went for them.
It's very cute.
He's a bit clumsy, he is. He's kind of missing them entirely.
You'll learn.
Yeah. So, following this round, we have a lovely little... This subway I do have Paul's litre tank. The one and only. I believe it's in Subway. Not correct in the description. It's a lovely little subway. All of these have table assisted ordering. This is a tableside ordering. Basically, people can order remotely, have it delivered to their tables. Each of these has a little food.
And obviously, if you're got mobility issues or MS sometimes makes you like lose balance, you don't want to be carrying your food. So we thought that was a nice touch.
There's a few little information points and stuff like that. It's our little seating area, and as you can see, it looks into the sleeping area for the kangaroos and koalas. This is all one-way glass, so shouldn't disturb them too much. Gives them a little bit of privacy, but also gives a really nice little cafe area. Get some donuts. Walking your subway.
Or your packed lunch.
Or your packed lunch, or whatever it is you may be having. Then we're going round. View from the other side.
Near the train in the
You hear the
background.
train in the background? And here we have another symptom of MS. So MS can also cause difficulty with sight. So to represent sight, choose the rhinos. Rhinos, interesting fact, can only see for about 15 feet ahead of them clearly. Anything further than that, and they can't really tell you anything apart distinctly. So, we can have a slightly closer look at them.
Aww. I like the rhinos.
Nice gentle creatures. We don't want to get one mad though. What is he doing?
He doesn't know what that is. He's like, do I use it or do I just be lazy? Just like they're wearing like a suit of armour. I quite like it.
So they're so rare these days. Feast reward. Okay, and now cutting back towards the middle. I'll show you when I show it from above, but this whole thing is arranged like a flower. So it fit well with the butterfly sort of theme. Also, it says frequent toilets about. Another common symptom is bladder control issues. It can make it difficult to control one's bladder. So it's important to have a lot of these dotted around.
I also feel like important if you're walking long distances, you know.
Yeah,
like,
it's also important for people long distances. Yes.
yeah, this is your information sign for the rhinos. And
If we look over here in the middle of the flower, you'll see there's a central island. On these islands, you'll see there's orangutans, there's the rhesus monkeys, new from the expansion.
like you named after Theo Martino.
That I named after
On
two
their
friends.
request.
By request, yep. And there's also tapirs, which is Cat's favourite character, Cat's favourite animal.
Yeah.
So going further along, we have the second train station. This is the Rhino station.
Oh, I like that.
It's a nice little station. Again, all ramps and whatnot. There is some trimming that needs to be done there. Unfortunately, we couldn't get to everything inside 24 hours, but we did do what we could.
It's kind of like Windsor. A little. They've got that steam train. If you've been to Windsor, you'll know what I'm talking about.
You don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go down.
Oh.
Good. Oh,
Technical difficulties.
sometimes this happens. quite hard to steer. Down we go. Down we go, this time without
It
glitching.
feels like a car park, you know, and you've got all the winding.
The winding zigzag is a way to make ramps get a bit
Oh, yeah, it's less
easier to
steep,
follow.
isn't it?
Oh, I'm using it as a viewpoint.
Oh, that's nice.
That was an unintended side effect. But it is quite a nice place to get a view. So defense is just to stop little Timmy from falling in with the orangutans.
Oh, if he hands.
And then we have our third major symptom, which are the tortoise.
Oh, we can walk through them.
Yeah, and this is a walkthrough symptom. These are walk-through tortoise gardens. Courtesy of the previous owner of this particular property. That's of course just a little bit of, I like a bit of storytelling with my zoos. I'm going to go to the side entrance first. And it flows a bit better there. But if I go through, there we go. So first we have the Aldelabras. And these tend to be a bit more sociable. Like Galapagos, for some reason, every time I go see them, they're hidden away inside their house.
What's that one?
Here they are. Oh, look, their fruit tree's just been replenished. That's perfect. It's having a munch.
Oh, and they've got really surprisingly long necks.
They do.
I guess they need to, because
Stretch.
this is going to be a
It's
very
having its
detailed tour,
watermelon.
by the way, so this is going to be quite nice. You're going to see the zoo from all angles, as if you're walking through it.
You see it's quite a nice little residential building over there. There's more food and amenities. This is all sort of an interwoven garden spread throughout. We go through here into the Galapagos, which are actually out. There they
Hello,
are.
Mr. Galapagos, Mr. Darwin.
You're normally quite shy. To see him out. Normally they're in here, but I think they're all out. It's a lovely sunny day, so they probably are enjoying the sun.
And they know you're filming.
Yeah, they came out because this was the one I actually matched. There we go.
He's very cute. Oh, they're much more like wrinkly, like a stony kind of. Probably not cool. That's
Got
probably
like
not
an
the word.
old
Yeah.
wise sort of view.
You have a map of the Galapagos. I remember.
I
you
do,
showed it.
yes.
It
this is from
impressed
the
my
workshop
uncle.
as-
He
this
was
is-
very impressed with your accuracy.
This is from the workshop as well, so this I can't take credit for this.
Oh yeah, but he was very impressed that you had where they're from. Got points for in Uncle Patrick.
So we come down here. This next exhibit isn't actually to do with the symptom or treatment for MS. It's really my treat at the end. It was my little thing that if I got to it was going to be a little reward for me.
Oh, someone's also a balloon.
That's what's happening, yeah. That's a little review of this beautiful entrance plaza.
Oh
where-
wow.
It's going to sound like I borrowed a few things at the workshop, but
Well, you
most things I did build
It
myself.
just like
but
adds to the
some
realism.
some of the bigger buildings, it was more expedient with the. Because 24 hours a day, it sounds like quite a long time. It's not actually that long with this sort of scale of zoo, especially with I'm not exactly a professional builder. But either way, and here we have sort of my favourite animals.
Oh, is that a Christmas tree?
It's a Christmas tree because these are the reindeer and doll sheep. Doll sheep are my favourites, and I thought I'd try mixing in a couple reindeer too. We have a
Sven
bit
from
of a
Frozen.
winter wonderland. I go to the top of the mountain.
Let it go.
You should get some great views over the top of the exhibit and of the zoo itself.
There's a doll sheep.
There's the doll sheep.
Oh, I like the little snowman. Okay,
And
that
you can
sounds.
get a nice little view
Oh, there's a reindeer.
over the rest of the zoo. See a few of the bits. If I can find my way down this cliff. I'll show you, they've got a little cave underneath as well, which is really popular with the doll sheep. A sort of resting place. Natural looking one. Now, if you look up Harrow MS Therapy Centre,
Well, if you've been there.
or if you've been there, this next building will look incredibly familiar.
I was
Because
very
I have-
impressed when I saw this about 3 in the morning.
I have made a recreation of the Harrow MS Therapy Centre in Planet Zoo. This is using pictures and things I got from Google, but this is as accurate a representation as I can make.
I've been there several times and I'd say it's pretty damn close.
I'll show you the finer details in a minute. But range of the treatments and when they're open, so they're open Monday to Friday, You have reflexology, yoga, exercise classes, all sorts of things to help with the mobility issues caused by MS. So if we go in through here, you've got a little bench and shed and things they have in the actual one.
Nice wide door as well.
Yeah. Inside you've got your yoga, you've got your oxygen therapy, you've got your physiotherapy, you've got your massages.
Obviously, it's much more realistic on the outside, but that's just the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
The outside
And also the
is
fact that I
very
don't
much
really
more
know what the inside looks like.
and I've got a terrible memory. But no, it's so realistic. So, top marks. A little poster, a little bit of promo there.
Yeah, a little bit of promo there. And then, okay. So, before we go on to the next half of the zoo, which is going to be like sort of treatments and things that can be used for MS. So there's different animals that can be used to help people with MS. We have
Make sure you've got a cup of tea or coffee because these tours are very expensive.
dancing orangutans. And these orangutans are sponsored by Lynn, who's the person who inspired this project.
My grandma.
And orangutans are our favourite animal, hence why they got a centrepiece. You do get some lovely views of the train that goes around the zoo. I may do a train ride.
We had some comments about us people joining when people doing their live stream and Joe was making the train. They were very impressed. So, train's a hit.
It's another way of transporting around the zoo.
Especially if you can't walk.
Yeah, if you can't walk far, you can catch the train. It's quite quiet in this area, but as we go in, we will see this is Lynn's treehouse. So it's got 2 floors. It's little big. That's a bit of a contradiction.
Oh wow.
Treehouse. In there you can see there are a few orangutans.
Oh, by the way, all these signs that you see, obviously that personalised we made ourselves, so keep an eye out. Those we did that the day before and during, didn't we?
You've also got the proboscis monkeys there. Now they were a bit of a challenge. My original plan was to keep all the monkeys in with water. Turns out proboscis monkeys are excellent swimmers, and they made a bit of a mess of it. But not as much of a mess as the capuchins made of Cat's exhibit, which you'll see
you'll
on
hear that later.
her tour. If you go and check out her video as well.
I think both these links will probably be on the same post, so you can watch them both. And they'll probably be on the same channel, won't they?
So we have a little downstairs eatery because there's a few restaurants and stuff upstairs.
My grandma's face is everywhere.
As with everything else, you can order tableside service from upstairs as well, or you can get there yourself on a ramp. So there's a wide range of options available.
Oh, there's a monkey.
There's a monkey wandering through. I wonder if we'll be able to spot the tapirs. Oh, there's an orangutan.
The tapirs are normally quite lazy animals. Whenever I've seen them in zoos, they've always been in bed. If you are a tapir fan, I've got 2 tapir exhibits, bit of a spoiler, so if you don't see them here, you'll definitely see them in the next zoo tour.
The other trouble is they're quite solitary creatures, the tapirs. They like to live in pairs.
They're monogamous and they're committed, which is very
Yeah,
cute.
which an exhibit this size can mean they get lost occasionally among everything else. Let's have a look through. There's more orangutans.
There's a keeper.
Hanging around with him.
What?
Oh, there's a tapir. Hello.
Excuse my yawning. Their babies look like cucumbers.
Chilling. That's good. They're all well. Let's have a little look at what the upstairs view looks like. Go up here, little thatch roof, walking through some more people. And you get a higher up vantage point of some of the creatures downstairs. Some of their glass is reflecting the sunlight, so it's not the best view from there, but you might get a better view from here in the shade.
What's a tapir?
Where?
Is that a tapir?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good spot. So we got both of them. There we go. There's both of them. He's foraging under there, digging for their food. It's nice to see all these different creatures getting along there. Guarantee you couldn't get that many humans who are getting along. Bit of advertisement.
What is that?
It's Chief Beef.
Okay.
He is a chief. He's made of beef. The billboards are quite cool. Yeah. Nice little food court up here. And that concludes our tour of the treehouse. Yeah, lovely views of the train.
I'm loving these hats.
Yeah, hats are quite popular in my zoo. Trend.
You can buy them in the gift shop.
Anyway, we're on to the section about treatments for MS. So up first we have our assistance dog training centre.
This was a hit with my grandmother.
So
Ignored those.
I don't entirely know what they're protesting either, because
It's just one guy with a placard. Ignore him.
they are quite happy. What are they protesting? Ooh, I didn't mean to do that.
It's just more guests for the zoo.
Yeah.
Oh, I assure you,
One second.
all the animals are very happy. We double check. Sometimes
At least they were happy when they started filming. Why are they being protested? Sorry, I'll just be a moment. Oh, I see. Their drinks need cleaning. No, you didn't see me do this fix.
that's behind the scenes of the
I will go in and put in a long-term solution. As I said, there were the odd bits that I missed. Anyway, back to the tour.
You got to see a
So
little
we
bit
have
of how to play the game there.
various dogs. The idea of using wild dogs to try and train them into potentially being assistance dogs.
They do look quite like pet dogs.
Yeah, I mean they all came from these sorts of dogs, didn't they? These are your dingoes.
Oh wow, that's his dinner.
He enjoys his meat quite a bit, but they've got their little dingo tower here. And I know they quite like this one because they're often on top of it. They quite like being able to look out on their visitors. Let's have a look. Oh, there he is. He's having a big nap. A big old pile of bedding.
There's another one there. And there. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of them.
Up there, you can see. They can obviously see out, see other people, get them familiar with people. Is the idea. So,
Bubbles.
bubbles. They quite like their bubbles. What's he doing? He's waiting for his dinner, I think. As we follow it round, we come across to another toilet. We come across to the training centre. This is where they train African wild dogs into assistance dogs. And you can see all the great things the assistance dogs do as we go round. You'll see at the minute there's no training going on, but they do like it as a sort of place to rest and relax as well. A nice little place to get some sun.
That's what's good with the glass roof.
You can see some of the ways therapy dogs help. You can pick things up when things are difficult to be picked up, if you're in a wheelchair. You can pull wheelchairs, like a little tiny little sleigh dog.
I mean, they have to be substantial size because my little, well, grandma's little Ollie would better pull.
No, but the bigger ones can. They can remind you to take medication, they can remind you when to do your groceries and things like that.
I need a doctor and mum to take medication.
No, I need a dog to go to the shops for me, that'd be
Yeah.
great. Can even help in an emergency. They're trained to call and how to get attention, how to get help in emergencies. So they are all being trained for these. It's a lovely sort of modern facility.
Yeah.
And as we go around, leaving that modern facility, one other thing that I forgot to show, it's a bit more private, it's a sort of private areas. But they do have these sort of old school red dog houses as well. As you can see, they're using. He's just gone in one. I think he's going in a different one. Wild dog exhibit's quite Oh, no, he's coming out
I think
again.
must be feeding time.
Right, yeah, it is feeding time. Got a few of them eating. Quite a sizable pack. More dogs. One going for a swim now. Very good. And over in this next exhibit, surrounding the last slug, we have the newer animal, the dhole, which is kind of like a dog from Southeast Asia, India, Indonesia, that sort of area. Wild dog, they form quite an important part of the local ecosystems. And again, quite large packs. There they are playing with a ball in the water.
Nice.
Yeah, all of them are going around the blues. The blues. And he would have a nice close eye on them there as well. So, leaving the dogs behind. There's a little restaurant here. We're going to come around now to the garden. So this is another way to help mitigate some of the symptoms, but to help focus on some of the mental health aspects of it, as well as to help with coordination, with planning, with learning. We have a lovely gardens. So gardening is quite popular with people with MS because it can help alleviate some of the symptoms. And here we have a beautiful garden, lots of pre-made gardens. And I will come back and show you this at night because this looks gorgeous when it's lit up at night. A lovely cherry tree walk. Wandering around their home with their little cottage. You'll see there's peacocks. A minute. I haven't seen a peacock.
No, you told me during the stream that you wanted to call one John after our housemate.
See, because he is fabulous. Let's go into their house. Are there any peacocks in here?
No.
Where are they all?
Oh.
Hello. There's a peacock. Beautiful birds. It's quite fitting, quite in the way of the sort of old European.
Well, whenever I've been to zoos, I do remember walking through.
It's peacock gardens. Quite nice. Here we go. We're going to take a little shortcut around the back. Get back on course. Some more peacocks. And out into the last bit. So, a little known fact.
Oh, is that two guys holding hands?
It is. It appears to be a gay couple.
Oh, that's adorable. Anyway.
Representation.
We love representation.
So here we have. Now, I was going to do horses because horseback riding is another interesting one that is used for therapy. So,
not Harrow MS.
Not Harrow MS, but other people and other people with MS. Quite famously, Mitt Romney's wife, who has MS, rides horses. It's essentially things that help you practice your balance and practice your coordination can be quite useful, quite helpful. So, in lieu of having actual horses in the game, I've used what I call African horses, or zebra to you and me. They are essentially horses with stripes, in my mind. We have
a group of zebras is called a zazzle.
Zazzle. Here we have some lovely zebras.
Aw, they're being affectionate to each other. How cute.
Laying in the long grass. Behind the scenes. Now, there was another form of African horse as well that's also featured. That could also be used for substitute.
Horses are loose.
Horses are loose term. You can ride them, certainly, because we also have on the opposite side camels. The other variety of African horses in this lovely little cafe. African Horses Cafe.
I put them to my grandma riding a camel. But...
This is all covered by one-way glass. So again, they can't see through. Yes, the image of Lynn riding a camel was quite popular. We have camels. These are very noisy camels.
Oh yeah, they were one of the first animals you added in, weren't they? They've been going on.
Making a racket ever since.
Oh,
And
he does poop.
having a poop right on camera.
There you go, Matilda. If you're watching this,
They truly are horses. If the royal weddings have taught us anything, is that horses will poop literally anywhere, any occasion. But there's a lot of poop around here. You get some less smelly.
Hold your nose.
Head round. Yes, that should take us back to the entrance. So we may have a little peek at what? That's our little ape house. A little look at the butterfly house at night. And a little look at the train. So, Tejikam. First, a little view overhead. So here you can see the whole facility. You see it's sort of flower shape. Slightly misshapen flower, but looks quite cool. I do say so myself. And then the butterfly house. This one was a custom-made one. All sorts of different colours and shapes. Let's turn it to nighttime. Have a look at how that looks. I think it does look quite gorgeous. You'll see it slowly start to light up. You see the rest of the gardens. Also got butterflies scattered throughout, illuminating here and there. Also, it's a big bright beacon of butterfly light.
I like that.
There for a lens flare. And I'm blind. So.
Looks like Fallout when let's not go there, but it looks like Fallout.
Fallout?
You know the beginning of Fallout 4?
Oh yeah.
Don't say what happened.
When you got traumatized. I mean, Fallout 4 came out in like 2015.
Yes,
if anyone's,
if any kids,
so anyone's still worried about spoilers.
If any kids are watching, they're not going to be talking.
Anyway, let's take a little ride off the train.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is it moving? Is it moving? Or is it stuck in a station?
Hi.
Oh, hello.
You're very close to that lady, Joey.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kat. I didn't know this lady was going to be taking the train with me. Okay. We are just waiting. This is at the entrance to one of the train stations. Probably what train station we're even in now. Current vantage point. Oh, we're in the village train station. I see. Until you can see the back of the butterfly house. Oh, there we go. We're on the move.
Oh, wow.
On the move. This will be the view of the zoo from the train.
This is something you won't have seen if you watched the live stream.
This is a special little bonus treat at the end.
It's quite realistic. Oh, hello, Mr. Peacock.
See over the head?
I know that's just a fake peacock.
Fake peacock. That gives you an idea for what you're encountering. Oh, I see. We were stuck behind another train. Let's have a look. Let's jump into that train. Now you can see a nice big view over the zoo.
Oh wow. This reminds me of this is only from Matilda if she's watching. But we went to Odd's Farm, I believe it was. Was it Odd's Farm?
Odd's Farm does have a train, yeah.
We went some, and the three of us, four of us grandkids sat on a train.
All the way of the greenhouse, all the way of the top of the roof, flying through.
Oh, there's some people going to the tortoise.
You can see the tortoises a bit. Their little gardens from overhead. There we are. You see the climbing frames from the orangutans. I believe this is us coming in now to the rhino station. So called, right next to the rhino enclosure. Don't seem so much over the bamboo. That's okay. I see you can change cars as well. That would have been better. Get a better view from not in the front seat. Okay. Go to the next train. This train appears to be. I'll go back to the other one. Yeah.
Just trying to show it best we can.
Just trying to show it as best we can. It does wait at the station a little while to pick on guests. That's 4 stops, so we've gone through 2 of them now.
I do miss these. Or like wildlife parks. Hopefully this train will get a move on.
Okay. Let's have a look through where the other trains are at. That's going behind all we were just at. Who's in the main entrance? Oh, let's see this one go. This one go. The trouble is, you end up waiting for other people to join the train. I wish there was just a way to like get it to go. Oh well. Yeah, I think you get the idea of the trains.
Yeah.
So nice little train ride round. Because so who knows who? So do
No, this is Joey's zoo.
do check out Cat Zoo as well.
Yeah. You can see the shape of the zoo from above. No.
See each of the floral exhibits, each was some sort of theme. Nice big swimming area. You can see a lot of it's powered by solar panels as well, which is quite cool. That's a topic for another day. So we've been the Harrow Therapy Zoo.
Tune in for mine.
Tune in for cats, yes.